Yeah, but I decided to prioritize Easter. Um, my apologies. But no, I decided to prioritize Easter. I hope you all had a lovely Easter. If you celebrate it. So that's what I was just prioritizing in my own life. Spending time with family, etc., etc., etc. We all know the drill. Not to mention also like stuff like WrestleMania and stuff like that. I didn't want to possibly put it on WrestleMania. I didn't want to try to stream on WrestleMania. That would have been torture. But yeah, so we're fresh off the heels at Backlash. So this should be an interesting show, considering there was a bunch of stuff that happened at Backlash. You had a lot of title changes, some very happy, some crushed a few people. We had a formation of a new group, and we also had a few things left out in the open, up into interpretation, so hopefully we can get some clarity about that in the next coming weeks. But yeah, so this should be a fun time. All right. Well, let's get underway then, shall we? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ECW. I'm your host, Scott Silver, coming to you live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. And we are fresh off the heels at Backlash Japan.
Is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Pennsylvania, weighing in at 201 pounds, Adam Cole.
We start our show with the man who was inches away from defeating Finn Balor and capturing the Cruiserweight Championship. Adam Cole coming down, trying to possibly fight his way back to the top. And, of course, if you remember last year, there are no qualifying matches for the upcoming Money in the Bank ladder matches. It is whoever is deemed worthy by the board, Paul Heyman, CM Punk, Everyone will be making those choices, so you need to try to stand out. You need to try to separate yourself from the flock, and that is what Adam Cole is going to attempt to do right here tonight. However, we do not yet know who Adam Cole will be facing. So we will start off with a mystery. Let's see who Adam Cole will try to be taking on here tonight. The feed has gone black and white. Holy crap! Karrion Kross!
The final testament from Sin City, weighing in at 265 pounds, Karrion Kross.
Akam Razor with Paul Ellering. And of course, Scarlett accompanying Karrion Kross, the final testament. As we know, the last few moments, Karrion Kross has been absolutely outraged at the management in WWE. Of course, AOP and Paul Ellering got released a few months back. It seems they've all come together to form the final testament here in ECW. Karrion Kross will be taking on Adam Cole, and we're off to a good start. Try to get a clothesline in the back body drop to Karrion Kross. Now Adam Cole trying to take control. That moonsault off the springboard, but now Karrion Kross will get back to his feet and now getting some strikes in. Of course, there were a handful of people that believed that Karrion Kross deserved to be here in ECW from WrestleMania 40, wearing an ECW shirt, almost planting the seeds to come across, but he seamlessly never did. We'll see Akam trying to possibly get some kind of involvement here in this match. Former NXT champions along with Cole. These two have fought before, and now a roll-up pin from Cole. A kick out from Kross. But yeah, these two have met numerous times in NXT. So now, in the land of Extreme, it could very much be a extremely different kind of match. And now Karrion Kross kind of chilling around the final testament, trying to get some words of advice from the AOP, the authors of pain. Now Adam Cole will capitalize to get out of harm's way. Now throw Kross to the apron, and now able to get him out, and now getting a back body drop on the apron. Well executed. Knee to the back of the skull as well. Of course, trying to use his knowledge to try to take down Kross. As now we see Razor taking off the turnbuckle padding. As Adam Cole just trying to stay in control, but Kross now back to his feet, but gets a forearm straight from the Kross. But now roll-up pin from Karrion. Roll-up pin. But a kick out from Cole. Both men now back to their feet. Now hoisted up, but Cole able to just get out of harm's way. And now we'll throw him into the exposed turnbuckle and sweeps him off of his feet. Cole, top rope, elbow drop. Kross is trying to get back to his feet. Adam Cole not letting him have it. Drop kick sends him to the outside. Now the members of the final testament just staying there and watching as Kross gets back into the ring, trying to meet Adam Cole there, holding him by his hair. And Now, a boot the midsection. We know that Cross can be very conniving when he wants to be, but now look at this, Adam Cole trying to look at a calf crusher, trying to get Cross to submit, but an elbow to the back gives him that breathing room. And now, sending him in his own turnbuckle, and a knee sends him down. Karrion Kross getting back to that killer mindset that he used on the independent circuit. Now look at this, off the ropes, and a stiff right straight to the face of Adam Cole. Now hoists him back up. And now, locking in the straight jacket, center of the ring to Adam Cole. They're trying to make him submit, but Adam Cole still has some life left in him. Still trying to get some footing, but Cross isn't letting him have it. Slaps multiple times to the face. And again into that exposed turnbuckle. Now look at this, Cross looking for some weaponry, kendo stick now in play. Straight to the body of Adam Cole, goes for the cover. But a kick out from Cole. And of course we saw that Scarlett remove that turnbuckle, and now Karrion Kross with that bullhammer to the back of the skull. That could be it. All she wrote. Karrion Kross picking up a win in his debut. There's some replays of some of the bigger moments. That back body drop that people believed could have been the end for Kross right there. Well fought effort from Adam Cole. He thought he had an elbow drop that possibly tried to get him that win. The kind of fight that he needs if he wants to try to recapture the try to recapture a chance at going for the Cruiserweight Championship. The kendo stick strike from Kross. Try to go for the cover, but seconds away, and all it needed was that setup. He told him he was going for it, and the bull hammer right there to the back of the skull, able to capture that win.
Here is your winner, Karrion Kross.
And being flucked by the AOP and Scarlett, Paul Ellerick all happy that Karrion Kross walks out victorious. What a way to start the show. And now, the team that people were the most happy to see leave Backlash as champions. The Hall of Famer is here. Rey Mysterio, accompanied by Ilya Dragunov, the current ECW Tag Team Champions, are here.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions,
Rey Mysterio comes in, first title in a while. The last time he held tag team gold was with his son, Dominic Mysterio. But it seems that this match has been put together by our general manager, CM Punk. We do not know who Rey Mysterio will be facing, but it will not be in tag team competition. It will not be for the title, so that must be a sigh of relief. Of course, the longest reigning ECW tag team champions, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. So the fact that Ray and Dragunov are able to hold themselves in that conversation is definitely one thing to behold. Let's see who their tag opponents are, and speak of the Devils! Say their names and they will appear. The Dudley Boys are back!
And his opponent, accompanied by Bubba Ray Dudley, representing the Dudley Boys from Dudleyville, weighing in at 269 pounds,
Devon Dudley coming into this singles competition. We haven't seen the Dudley Boys since before WrestleMania, coming up short when it came to the tag team championships, losing them to the team that would later be called Perfect 20. But the Dudleys are back, and it seems that they're looking for their third or fourth, I can't remember at this point, tag team title. A win against Rey Mysterio could very much fast track them to the title scene once again. Rey Mysterio, Devon Dudley. Match is officially underway, and immediately a clothesline from Devon kicking us off here. Working the skull of Rey Mysterio. You can only imagine the last few weeks, Rey Mysterio and Ilya Dragunov have been in some of the most craziest matches that we've seen, trying to fight their way through the Frankenstein Tag Team Tournament. So you can only imagine the amount of fatigue on the Hall of Famer, fighting a pretty much fresh Devon Dudley. Hasn't competed since WrestleMania. Been a whole month plus to refuel and redefine. You see Devon now heading the top rope. Caution into the wind, trying to go for that headbutt, but Rey Mysterio gets out of harm's way and now answers with a few kicks. But having those arms up, blocking it. But Rey Mysterio face plant onto the canvas, going for the cover, but a kick out at one. Now Devon will look for some weaponry, and of course the Dudley stable getting the tables. But Rey stopping them, very familiar with what they're capable of. Hurricane Rana sends Devon down. Now into the corner. Rey though not able to get the full effect, but still the reversals. And look at this, trying to go for a dropkick attempt, but Devon's still just a little bit too far away. Now Devon will go top rope once again, trying to go for that diving headbutt, but no. In fact, not calling for Rey to get onto his feet, and a shoulder barge. And now look at this, Rey roll up pin from Rey. Bubba Ray on the apron, trying to encourage his longtime tag team partner. But look at Rey. As Devon now sledgehammer in hand. The fans wanting the tables, but getting the sledgehammer in action. But Rey Mysterio not letting him have it. But now look at this, Devon answering the fans, getting the table inside the ring. Drop kick though. Didn't seem to get all of Devon. Devon will now answer, throwing him into the ropes. Try to go for a possible suplex there, but now both men reversing, and Devon getting some strikes in. Both of these two going shot for shot, it seems. Devon trying to get Ray up, but Ray able to slip away. And now a moon straight off the springboard. A nice press straight to the back. And now we'll set up the table. Throwing over the top to the apron. Straight into the midsection, and now look at this, over and onto the concrete floor with a power bomb. Bending the knee. But Ray getting the fans riled up right now. Devon getting back into the ring now. Able to get and another reversal from Ray, and now some strikes from the Latino, the masked man. And now a forearm into the corner. And now look at this. Has him set up in the ropes. 619, but no, look at this. Devon catching the 619 attempt and shutting it down. How about that? Shutting down the attempt at 619, and now trying to go for the Dudley stable of trying to get the table, but look at Ray able to get out of harm's way now, going for the cover, but a kick out at 2 from Devon. We see Bubba Ray had put a kendo stick inside the ring during the 619 attempt. And now Devon once again attempting to use the table, but look at Rey Mysterio stopping him dead in his tracks. Now off the rope now, and the spinning neck breaker well executed by Rey Mysterio as he heads to the top rope trying to get frog splash, going for the cover in the center of the ring, and he picks up the victory. Rey Mysterio fighting very valiantly, but that's not to get rid of Devon's skills in this matchup. Both of them fighting very well. We can only imagine that these two in the parts of their teams will absolutely meet again. That frog splash, 5-star homage to Eddie Guerrero, picking up the victory.
Here is your winner, Rey Mysterio!
Congratulations, Rey Mysterio, for picking up the win as he continues to hold his tag team championship. And now, the new hardcore champion, one crazy SOB, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, is here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the ECW Hardcore Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu, as we all know, at Backlash in Japan, finally conquering Goliath, pinning and finally finishing the reign of Wade King with the Hardcore Championship. finally putting an end to the United Kingdom holding any kind of gold in ECW. He was unable to get the job done at WrestleMania, but thankfully he was able to get the job done at Backlash, and now we enter the reign of the Samoan Werewolf as Hardcore Champion. But who will he be facing tonight? I guess there's only one way to say it. It's Fight Night! 'Cause the Celtic Warrior is here!
And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Sheamus coming in. These two have gone face to face before in that triple threat, along with Bronson Reed, to determine who was going to face Wade King for the Hardcore Championship. But these two meet again in what can only be described as an absolute banger of a match potential. Jacob Fatu, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, both men ready and officially underway, and immediately Jacob Fatu shutting down any kind of momentum that Sheamus must try out of the gate. A headbutt immediately sends him down. A lot of people have tried to pressure me into making a shirt that says never headbutt a Samoan. And this is pure example as to why. And immediately that Samoan drop, the air that people get when Jacob does that. Immediately kick out at 2. Fatu isn't wasting any time to try to deal as much damage as humanly possible on Sheamus, but Sheamus able to break away from the hold. Try to go for a big boot, but then Jacob answers with the super kick. And look at the power of the Hardcore Champion power bomb. And now Jacob will head to the top rope and try to go for the headbutt, but comes up short. And now Sheamus has a chance to capitalize, but another super kick sends him down. And what is Jacob looking to do on the apron? A springboard attempt at a clothesline, but now Sheamus will have the upper hand. Russian leg sweep. The first part of offense from Sheamus. Jacob tried to counter, but Sheamus saw it and decks him now with a clothesline. The fans have come alive for this match as he rubs his face on the apron, answers with an elbow strike. Now clothesline once again from the Celtic Warrior. Banging his chest as he often does. Reversal though. Across the ropes, try to go for something there, but Fatu didn't get all of it. Able to miss that possible strike, and now both of them trying to get the upper hand, and Jacob answers with a super kick after pushing Sheamus away. Try to go for another super kick in succession, but Sheamus saw it. Clothesline sends him down. Elbow strike. A second, and the fans counting. Able to get the trifecta. And now chucking him over, showing that he has strength as well, but Jacob able to roll in and answer with some strikes. Picking him up, and another headbutt sends him down. But Sheamus immediately coming up with that springboard clothesline. Going for the cover, the Hardcore Champion, but a kick out at 1. Sheamus still in the fight. And now both men showing their weakness. With both of them going shot for shot. And the fans have come alive as both men going one at a time. Another shot from Sheamus. Jacob telling him to bring it, and Sheamus will do just that. Jacob telling him to bring it, and now Sheamus was telling him, and now both men going strike for strike over and over again, not letting each other get out of harm's way. Sheamus, obviously now the red gashes, dazed. Jacob will take advantage, crossbody from the top rope. And now middle rope, crossbody once again. Going for the cover on the Celtic Warrior. But I can't get it too. Jacob rightfully frustrated. That would put away most people. But now that elevated DDT, that will be all she wrote. But no, Sheamus still able to kick out, still in this match somehow. The fans chanting for them to fight forever, and I feel like that may happen. Clothesline to the outside. Jacob, what is Jacob thinking? Going off the ropes, caution into the wind, possibly suicide dive to the outside. And I agree with the fans in attendance. This is awesome. And now, looking in the corner, spear! A spear to Sheamus, and looking to finish it with his elevated DDT. And Jacob Fatu picking up the victory, showing everyone that he deserves to be hardcore champion. And look at this, Wade King's buddy, Ethan King, coming out, and Jacob not afraid at all, telling him to come down, and Ethan showing him that he's next in line. And now we have women's competition. And the woman who can now call herself champion, Lyra Valkyria, is here.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the ECW Women's Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria finally getting the championship. She was the original person to face Roxanne Perez at Backlash and was still able to walk out, but what everyone was talking about was what happened after the ring. Roxanne Perez coming back down, attacking her, getting Cora Jade to join her, and then being joined by the bad girl, Maya Rogers. All of them apparently on the same page. So let's see. It's been a week. Where is this? Where does this story go? As we see Roxanne Perez coming down, former champion. And look who's on her 6.
And her opponent, representing Demolition from Sydney, Australia, May Rogers.
And just like that, this trio, now known as Demolition, coming in, backing Roxanne Perez up. And it seems that the new champion, Lyra Valkyria's opponent tonight, is the woman that we all thought was going to defend her, Maya Rogers. coming in. The Prodigy, the Bad Girl, and the Extremist. All in the same group known as Demolition. Lyra Valkyria, Maya Rogers. And immediately Lyra getting some pent-up frustration out. And now standing moonsault attempt, but comes up short. Maya was able to get out of harm's way. Maya's first match since WrestleMania. Right into the corner. And now look at this top rope. What is Maya thinking? Look at this. Up top superplex. Roxanne Perez must be happy as we see Cora Jade possibly trying to take off the padding of the turnbuckle as Maya's in complete control right now. But just as I say that, look at this, Lyra trying to come in, but Maya's experience stopping her. Both women going counter for counter right now. And now look at this. Sit down and possibly trying to get a submission out of Maya. Now look at this. The women coming absolute at it as Maya grabbing some weaponry. Roxanne getting her up so she can be decked with the chair. Try to possibly get a shot. Lyra possibly fighting with the referee. Now Lyra enziguri, but doesn't keep Maya down for long. We see Roxanne bringing a ladder in. Lyra Valkyria going for a cover, but a kick out at 2. And now the clothesline, trying to go for a little bit of a comeback here. Drop kick sends her down. Lyra going for a cover once again, but a kick out at 2 once again. The champion obviously noticeably annoyed. Spin kick to the midsection. And now look at this combo from Valkyria. And now look at the low blow! Low blow to Lyra Valkyria. Completely legal in this kind of match and almost got her the victory. But a low blow from Maya. We never expected to see that. As we see now, Roxanne Perez, former champion, the Prodigy, taking off the other padding of that turnbuckle. And now look at this, Lyra Valkyria has her up and straight onto the neck. And this could be it, but not a kick out at 2 from Maya. Maya Rogers back to her feet and gets back first into that exposed turnbuckle. Now again, straight back, spine first. Lyra obviously dealing with some pent up aggression. Drop kick to the side of the skull, but now I think that may have just made Maya snap. Has her up, and then straight face across the apron. Cora Jade will make her back to her feet, and again, she's dazed. Face first with the chair, but able to get out of it. But Maya will again capitalize. And now bringing in the table. throwing it on her lifeless body. And now Cora keeping her straight as Roxanne punishes her. Both women just absolutely decking on Valkyria. Trying to possibly throw her back into the ring, trying to possibly try to keep her out there to guarantee a victory. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Count of 9. Wow. Maya Rogers sitting there as the rest of Demolition hold Valkyria out there. So the count goes to 10. That superplex. How about that? As we see the comeback from Lyra Valkyria, thinking that she might have had it in the bag. But this is where it started to shift. The low blow from Maya. And after she threw her out to the outside, the other members of Demolition holding her there. Maya Rogers, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade, Demolition, trying to do whatever they can to get back to the Women's Championship. And now, the television champion, Kevin Owens, is here.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, the ECW Television Champion, Kevin Owens.
Holding the championship he believes is rightfully his. Defeating Jackson Rogers at Backlash, the match that he believed should have been his at WrestleMania. Did whatever he could. And I'm hearing now that it seems that Kevin Owens possibly trying to issue an open challenge to try to give, in his words, the spotlight that the television championship rightly deserves, the spotlight that Jackson didn't thrust upon it. It seems Kevin grabbing the microphone, and yet that is it. Issuing the open challenge for anyone that believes that they're on his level to come down to the ring and face him. Who will answer this open challenge from the television champion? Oh, it seems that we're getting a run back. The Outlaw has come forth.
And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Outlaw, Jackson Rogers.
Jackson Rogers coming forth, and it's not like Kevin Owens can stop him. He issued the open challenge. Anyone could have answered. It just so happened to be Jackson Rogers. So let's see how this is going to fare after the match they had at Backlash, which was extremely one-sided on a pumped up and absolute fueled with rage Kevin Owens. Let's see if he can do it once again and dethrone the Outlaw. There we go. Let's see if history will repeat itself. Or will Jackson get the leg up to possibly try to get back to the title? Kevin Owens still going forward with it. Kevin Owens, Jackson Rogers, our semi-main event. And immediately clothesline immediately from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, I think the fact that Jackson answered his open challenge might have made him more pissed off. It seems that Jackson trying to get to it, but a DDT from Owens. And there you go. There's the pissed off state of Kevin Owens. You do not want to piss off the prize fighter. And a clear example of that is right now being shown. But a kick to the side of the skull gets Jackson back on his feet. Try to go for the moonsault off the springboard, but comes up successful. Goes for the cover, but a kick out and 2. And now look at this. Jackson crossbody to the outside. Throws Kevin back into the ring. Jackson just trying to do what he can to keep Owens down. And look at this. Try to go for a super kick, but Owens catches him. And then try to go for a back body drop, but changes it into the knee connecting to the skull. Now trying to wear down, try to get that chip damage in. It seems like Kevin Owens trying his own form of punishment. Trying to weaken the leg of Jackson Rogers. Now a pop-up power bomb. Going for the cover off the pop-up power bomb, but a kick out at 2 from Jackson. Back to his feet, but a DDT from the springboard. But Jackson back up to his feet, trying to go for a roll-up pin, but a rope break. Back to his feet. What is Jackson thinking of connecting with? Inverted DDT. Kevin now back in control and a stunner! A stunner from Owens! But a kick out at 2 again from Jackson. But it seems that Owens is wanting to finish it. Middle rope, double axe handle, but Jackson was able to strike him during the descent. Throws him into the ropes. Trips him down. And a kick to the midsection. Going for the cover, just trying to weaken his core. But a kick out at 1. It's going to take a lot more than that to put away Owens. Another moonsault off the springboard, thinking that that might be enough. Trying to constantly damage his core. The kick out at 2. And now look at this. Jackson trying to go. 1 in the chamber. 1 in the chamber. Cover on Owens. But a kick out at 2. Almost had it with the 1 in the chamber. That could have been his last shot on Owens. Knee straight to the skull. We'll head to the middle rope as well. Calling for Owens to get on his feet. And now top crossbody. Jumping to the top, you're getting that extra air. Throwing him into the ropes. Leapfrog. And now look at this. DDT! But a kick out at 2 was not enough. Now look at this. Jackson trying to possibly get a springboard in and a knee. Trying to wear him down. Leg drop as well. Elbow strike again to the midsection. Trying to get some chip damage in, just trying to wear him down. Try to go for the knee to the side of the skull. Owens able to get up, try to go for that DDT. But Jackson was able to sidestep out of the way, and now Owens will try to prop himself up on the apron. And a spin kick will send him the outside. Now the punishment will continue on the outside. Owens now back to his feet, but it doesn't seem that Jackson's going to let him have it. Power bomb position and a running power bomb. He's calling for it. What is he doing? And a standing moonsault off the apron to the outside. Well executed by Jackson Rogers. Now look at this. Owens tried to possibly go for a stunner. Got reversed, but it was able to get a Pele kick. Throws Jackson back into the ring. And we'll meet him there to try to possibly finish things. Code breaker directly to the skull of the Outlaw. Jackson now back to his feet though. What is Owens thinking of doing? Spinning him up, and a sitting power bomb. That is, but no, a kick out at 2. Look at Owens trying to measure it. Going to the top. Jackson, double axe handle to the back. Now the kick to the midsection. Now, stunner! Stunner to Jackson. And a kick out. Second stunner kicked out of from Jackson. The fans have come alive trying to back the Outlaw. Drop kick will send him to the outside though. Owens in an extremely good position. Jackson will go back to his feet, but then a DDT! And now, possibly trying to get some damage on the outside. Knee and face combo. And we'll try to go for a 1 in the chamber on the outside. To possibly leave him there. Oh God, no, Jackson. Jackson, frog splash to the outside. Is that enough punishment to keep Owens down? And another frog splash from the springboard. Is that enough for the Outlaw to get a pin on the champion? And it is.
Here is your winner, the Outlaw, Jackson Rogers.
Jackson Rogers showing he still has what it takes to get a win over Owens. These two will definitely meet again for the championship real soon. But now we head to our main event of tonight. And here we go, our main event. As the chosen one, the ECW champion, Jai Phillips, steps forth.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 255 pounds, the ECW champion, the chosen one, Jai Phillips.
Jai Phillips able to recapture the ECW championship from Seth frickin' Rollins. And now he comes back in, needs to have his head on a swivel, especially now that people are trying to get into that Money in the Bank briefcase ladder match. The same thing that he used to get his shot at WrestleMania. But he needs to focus on who he is facing right now. And it seems that the visionary, the revolutionary, wants one more match. Seth frickin' Rollins is here. Here we go. Former champion.
Weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
A man we can now call former ECW champion. Wants to try to have one more shot, possibly do what Jackson just did only moments ago, and reignite the conversation in his favor, possibly for Money in the Bank. I was told this match has been put together by General Manager CM Punk to see if Seth is still hungry for a shot at the title. Let's see if he is. Here we go, Jai Phillips, Seth frickin' Rollins, main event. Match now officially underway, and immediately the running knee strike from Phillips. And now springboard crossbody, wasting no time to try to outmaneuver Rollins, but a kick out at one. And now the kick straight to the side of the skull, not letting any opportunity go unnoticed, but a headbutt from Rollins turns the tables. Now trying to go for that knee strike. Off the rip. And now moonsault attempt but comes up short. Now Phillips will try to capitalize. Now raising to his feet and the side kick as he jumps back into the ring. Now both men will try to squabble over control of this moment. Won by Phillips. The headlock. And now look at this. Countered by Seth. Seth right now in control. Bending back the arm of the chosen one. And now look at this. Jai able to counter it back into place. Well executed. Bending it. Able to try to control it. Seth in a very bad predicament here. But now he will roll through and get that headlock in.
technical masterpiece currently being watched, and now again able to reverse to try to bend back that arm of Seth Rollins. And now Seth elbows break everything up, and now the strikes from Rollins. A reversal from Phillips. Phillips showing he still has some power left in him. Onto the ropes, drop down, and a hit straight to the midsection. Now, try to go for that knee in the corner, but now Seth will capitalize. A roll out from Phillips to try to rethink the situation. Seth trying to keep him in that corner. Elbow strike, though, gets him out. Hoisted up. And a snake eyes to Seth Rollins. Going for the cover. But a kick out at one. A moonsault from the springboard. Well executed from the ECW champion. Now, reversal from Seth, able to get out of harm's way. And now, we'll throw Jai to the outside. The count has started, and Seth to the top rope, calling for Jai to get on his feet. And try to go for that elbow strike. But Jai was able to sidestep out of harm's way, and now he will capitalize on the outside. Try to go for a back body drop, but Seth able to get out of harm's way. And now on the outside, Seth Rollins' pedigree! Now he will head inside and just lurk over Phillips. Phillips will head back into the ring. Both trying to just... So I think Jai was trying to do that on purpose to try to make Seth confused, uncomfortable, whatever you want to call it. They're definitely rattled with his brain. And now Seth, fed up, will throw Jai back into the ring. Will pull him into the center of the ring. Possibly a submission attempt. No, it seems he's measuring for it. And a stomp! Curb stomp to the champion. Going for the cover. But a kick out at two. A kick out at two from Jai Phillips. But Seth still trying to call for it. Trying to go, but Jai able to counter the momentum. And now, Jai on full display. Going for that senton. Both men being affected by it. And now, clothesline from Phillips. And now the stomps to the chest of Seth Rollins. Jai Phillips has the fans behind him. They're trying to get some chip damage in to try to wear down Seth Rollins, but Rollins was able to get back to his feet. Try to go for a possible stomp there, but look at this, Jai Phillips! Harbor Bridge! Harbor Bridge connecting to Seth Rollins. And he will head to the top rope to try to get his splash! Cover to Seth Rollins. But a kick out at two. Seth is not down and out yet. Try to go for a senton, but the positioning was off. Jai possibly trying to counter that. But look at this. Back and forth. Seth and Phillips. Back and forth between each other, and Jai telling him to bring it. So is Seth, and now both men will meet in the middle. Both men hitting over and over again. The fans have come alive. No one was able to get to the other side of it, and now Seth will try to lock in a crossface on Phillips. They're trying to get him submit the same way he did at Backlash, and now rolling through, Seth Rollins has it up. Stomp! Curb stomp to Phillips once again. And Seth will walk away the winner. Phillips, though, still the champion, still representing ECW. And look who's come out. The king of the ring, Rob Van Dam. And it seems that he's made his intentions clear. Rob Van Dam respects Jai Phillips, but he wants to cash in his opportunity at the title. How about that? What the hell? These two guys in masks just jumped the barricade. And it seems that they're just attacking Phillips and Rob Van Dam. What the hell are these two? They're in black and white. Jesus Christ. And now we'll assault the referee as well. Jesus Christ. These two are relentless attacking the champion and the king of the ring. And a moonsault to the outside. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We need to get some security out of here. These two are being relentless. Telling him they're not to pin. I guess this has been ECW. He wants in on this. Jesus Christ, now they're just attacking Rob Van Dam as Jai outside trying to recuperate. He's forced to watch. I guess this has been our show. There's nothing else we have. We will get security out here. I've been Scott Silver. And I'll see you when I see you. Take care.